What's going on, guys? Gomes back again on another MLB The Show 18 Diamond Dynasty video, and as you guys can see in the top right hand corner, we have finally surpassed 1 million stubs, and this video has been really much requested by a lot of you. Recently, in all my recent videos, everybody always comments on how many stubs I have, and I finally hit the big 1 million 7 digits, and I want to explain to you guys basically how I got to 1 million and how you guys can get to 1 million as well. So basically, let me take it back about 2 weeks. This was right before the stub sale, or this was on the day that it went live. I believe this was the 13th. If you guys did not know, there's the sub sale, which all the stub prices were half off. So basically, if you bought the $100, it was only worth 50. So you could basically buy 150,000 stubs for $50. So basically what happened, and I made a video warning you guys about this. I said sell all of your sellable diamonds, and as you guys can see, I don't have any sellable diamonds right now. I do have some live series one, but like Machado, Freddie Freeman, they are locked into my collection. So I told you guys, sell off every live series or sellable diamond, and I would show you guys right there, but unfortunately I cannot really get to it because I have too many orders. But okay, I hit the wrong thing. Whoops. Okay, let me back out of that one time. Let's go to the capture gallery, and I'll just show you guys basically what I'm talking about. Right here, if you look at it, I went back through my orders. If it ever loads, my apologies. But this Aaron Judge, I bought him for 70,000. I bought Stanton for 47, and I bought Donaldson for 32. I sold Judge for, I believe, 97,000. I sold Donaldson for right around 50, and I sold Stanton for about 77. So, you know, I flipped Stanton for about 25,000, and I told you guys to sell all of them because, as you guys can see right now, the stub sale is over. Judge is now going below what I even bought him for 2 weeks ago. The prices aren't exactly what they used to be, but they are very close. And yes, before you guys ask, I will be doing a 1 million stub spending spree, but for that I am gonna wait for the ranked seasons to be over, just so the live series diamonds are even cheaper. Because of course you guys already know 85 and 89 diamond packs are in those, so I will be waiting for that, but just stay tuned for that video. I'm really excited. I want to make that a really good video for you guys. But yeah, like I said, sell all of them, and I did, and I ended up with about I think about 500k after I did all that, after I sold all those diamonds, and I sold Mike Scott as well. I sold all of those, and I had about 500k. So I thought, you know, and after that, I actually, I forgot. I finished the event, I got Batista, and I also got another Donaldson from an endgame reward. I was literally just playing franchise, and I got a Donaldson, and I was happy about it, so I got those two. So sitting around 625,000, 630,000, and I bought about 130,000 worth of basically silver baseballs and silver jerseys. That is the go-to method. I've been telling you guys that for so long. That is how you go ahead and make a lot of stubs in this game. Basically, you put 2 silver baseballs and a silver jersey together, and you get 10 bronze hats. I probably spent about 130,000 stubs doing that, and I ended up with probably, I think it was 330 bronze exchange packs, so which is about 3,300 bronze hats. And as you guys can see, I'm still not even done selling them off. I have all like the cheaper hats still to sell. You know, if we even go down to the Rockies, I'll show you guys. I have 112 bronze Rocky hats right now. I mean, they're not going for a lot, so it's really a pain to sell these because 1, they don't sell fast, and 2, I mean, they don't go for that much. So if I can only put 20 orders at a time, you know, making 40 stubs, that's like 800 stubs every 20 hats. So that does take a while, and this is definitely a grind. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna show you guys, if you have not seen it, how exactly it works, but it definitely is a grind. Make sure to keep that in mind. And basically, I made about 500,000 stubs in about 10 days, a little over a week. So basically, if you guys are starting at 0, you guys can make about 1 million stubs in about 20 days, you know, less than 3 weeks. So this is definitely very possible, but you guys have to understand it's not easy. It definitely is a grind. I've had people ask me before, like, yo, how do you get so many stubs? And I laugh when I see people's comments saying, wow, somebody pulled out mommy's credit card. That is funny for so many reasons. One, I really do not spend money on the game like that. You guys know that. And two, I got my own credit card. If you guys don't believe me, I can show you my statements, man. I can show you that if you really do want it. But this is basically how to do it, man. This is really how to do it. You put 2 silver baseballs and a silver jersey, and you get all these hats. And I'll show you guys how much some of those are going for. Obviously, we can't see like the cheaper ones, but let's just do a tally. That's 212. That's 145, and that's pretty cheap. You guys will, if you guys do this enough, you're gonna get a sense on the market, and that's really key because, you know, I would have a bunch of Yankees hats, and basically, you know, when I did it, I had about 75 minimum of every hat. And what I did is I just went on this, and I could see every price of every hat, and I'd be like, this price looks good right now. For example, you know, the Mariners usually aren't this expensive. I would see them at 150 and I'd be like, okay, I'll sell off some Mariners right now. And I get done with those and I'm like, okay, the Angels are really up right now. I'm gonna sell off those. And especially the Cardinals and the Angels. Why do those two go for much? It's primarily because of the Albert Pujols Immortal. Those are the only teams that go into him. A lot of people did the Frank Thomas because, one, he's a good card, and two, you know, a lot of people like Frank Thomas. He's in the game, so they are really, really expensive. You know, I'll show you guys. Basically, I said 2 silver baseballs. I used to be able to buy them at 111. They did go up a bit in price, but I can still get them for 127. So that's about 254 stubs. And then the Twins jersey, 95 stubs for a silver jersey. You know, it's less than 350 stubs in total. This is a 500 stub hat. I make profit off of this one hat. And you're not gonna pull a Cardinals or Angels necessarily every pack, but you do pull them often. And I also pulled a Braves hat too in this, and you know, 249. This, I would not sell a Braves hat at 249. And I'll actually go back in my orders. It'll take a while, but you guys will see. You have to wait for the right times. You know, like I said, you just go through. And I was selling Braves hats at 445 stubs. It's all about waiting for the exact right time. Like White Sox, 140. Now is a good price for them. And you just have to really get a sense of the market to be able to maximize the stubs that you make. And it might seem hard at first, but as you guys keep doing this, you're gonna realize it's not that hard. You're gonna like remember, like, okay, like 89 for a Blue Jays hat is way overpriced. And usually you guys can tell if the max buy order for, you know, a hat is 10, it does not go for 89. I could put up 20 for 85 right now. They would not sell. One, people really aren't buying Blue Jays stuff like that, and two, they're not worth 89 stubs. People aren't gonna really buy them for that. But cards like the Angels and the Cardinals, they sell fast because, like I said, they're in high demand. Yes, they go for a lot, but they are in high demand, which is really important. Also, another tip that I want to give you guys is basically whenever you're selling them off in bulk. So let's say if I was going to sell a bunch of White Sox at about 121, what you want to do is eventually you're going to notice while you're selling them, you're going to catch somebody on a loop, right? You're basically going to catch somebody while they're just buying a bunch because, you know, for like the Albert Pujols Immortal, for example, you know, if you look at hats, and I've made a video before talking about how to get them the cheapest, you know, Immortals done. The silver hats, do not mess with these. They are way overpriced for the exchange value that they give you. You want to go with bronze hats, but it takes about 165 bronze hats. So you're going to have to sit there 165. People do not put in buy orders. Usually, they usually just buy them straight up. So you're gonna catch them when they're on a buying spree. So let's say if you had 20 of them up for 505, people are gonna keep buying them, and you have to be right there because you can start overcharging them basically and start putting them for 700 stubs as they keep buying down the list, and they're gonna buy them. You know, like, I'm sure I can find you an example of when this has happened to me because it happens a lot. You know, you're just on a streak, you know, people are buying a lot of them. They're not really going to look at the price. They're just going to keep, you know, keep buying them. And I'll try to find a really good example for you guys right here. This isn't a perfect one, but I caught somebody on the loop with the Astros. You guys can see the times are right in a row. Somebody was buying a bunch of them. I started putting 159, 165, 170, and they start buying them. And I'll try to find another example. All right, this is some players right here, but usually I accidentally sold that one for 202. Sometimes that does happen, but you guys kind of get the idea. You kind of get on streaks, and you guys will sell them. You can overcharge them a lot, and they're gonna pay for it, which is a cool thing because, you know, they don't really care. And it's weird because I'll be going through this and I wonder, like, why would they be buying some of them? Because, like, I would, you know, you can't put orders in fast enough. I would put them, you know, at a certain price, and they just keep buying them. I would put them at like 500 and they'll buy them at 1,000. They don't wait. Most people aren't patient, so use that to your advantage. Overcharge them and you will make a bunch of stubs. Like I said, 500,000 stubs in about 10 days. If you guys don't have that, if you guys don't have, you know, 500,000 stubs, it's gonna take you a little bit longer. If you don't have the stubs to put in all of these in a row, it will take a bit longer. If you guys grind and really get on this, you guys can make 1,000,000 stubs in about 20 days. I promise you that. And that is about as fast as you're gonna get it without spending money. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like down below. Actually, let me go through one more run though. I did, before this video, I was waiting to buy 2 baseballs and a silver jersey to show you guys twice. So let me do it one more time quick. I should have another silver jersey. Actually, it's a bronze baseball, I do believe, that I have. Just show you guys one more time because, you know, we pulled the Cardinals and the Braves. That was a pretty good run. But you guys, you can get some insane stuff. If you pull like 3 Cardinals, you're really in the money. And, you know, right here we pulled a Cardinals, a Padres. You know, basically, this goes for over 100. This goes for over 100. This goes for 500. This goes for about 150. This goes for about 180, 325, 120, 200. You guys are gonna make insane stubs off this, I promise you. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like down below. Let me know how many stubs you guys are currently sitting at, and let me know if you guys are excited for the 1,000,000 spending spree. I'm really excited to bring it to you, and a bunch of other videos that I have in mind that I really want to bring forward to you. If you guys are excited for that, make sure to like down below. Hope you guys have a great one today, and there you guys comes out. Yeah.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.